Hi there, Godwin Salasidapo here, and this is Make It Legal. We want to continue the part 3 of our series on what you need to know about the Constitution of Ghana, the 1992 Constitution of Ghana. Today, we are talking about the fundamental human rights as a part 3 of what you need to know about the Constitution of Ghana.
Make it legal.
The Constitution of the Republic of Ghana provides for the fundamental human right that everybody is supposed to enjoy. So today we want to look at some of them. But the first thing you should know is that these fundamental human rights are to be enjoyed by all persons, and all persons here include natural and legal persons. When we say natural person, we mean you and I, human beings. We are the natural person, I should say. Then when we talk about the legal persons, we're referring to entities like companies or business corporations in the country. They also supposed to enjoy the fundamental human rights and freedom. They're supposed to enjoy it. These rights are to be enjoyed whether or not the person who is seeking to enjoy it is a citizen of Ghana. So everybody in Ghana, once you find yourself in the land of Ghana, in the Republic of Ghana, you are entitled to enjoy all the fundamental human rights and freedom. Of course, subject to the law, as the law prescribes it. That's what I mean. So, what are some of these fundamental human rights? I want to discuss a few of them with you in this video. The first one I need you to know is that you have a right to life. You have a right to life. You have to be alive, and that is your right as a person. It is a right given to you by the Constitution, so you can insist on it. No one has that power to deprive you of life because it's your right to live. But there are exceptions. When you commit a crime, say murder, and the punishment is that you be sentenced to death. If that is the case, of course, death penalty or death sentence is no longer part of our criminal act, but it's still in the Constitution. So, I mean, it's yet to be taken out. But just for purposes of our discussion, let's say the punishment is strictly sentenced to death. When you are found guilty or you are convicted of that crime, you will be killed. What it means is that someone will take your life. So that right to life is subject only to that exception. And there are a few other exceptions, but we'll not focus on the exceptions so much today. So the second one I need to note, right to personal liberty. As a person, you have a right to feel personally free, to be at liberty. That's why when you step outside to the roadside, you see many people walking about. Kofi Mensah will go to the watch seller. He's going to buy his watch. You see somebody driving with speed passing by. Someone is running, doing exercise in the morning. Everybody is all about their activities because they have a personal liberty. So nobody is to deprive you of that personal liberty. You have it as a citizen of Ghana or as a person who is in Ghana. So let's assume someone comes from, say, United States of America, and he comes to Ghana to stay for a week. As soon as he's in Ghana for that week, all the fundamental rights we have in our constitution, he can enjoy them free of charge. He has a right to life, like we said earlier. Then he also has a right to personal liberty, to feel free. He can go to the watch joint and buy gobe or wache and buy all of those things just as a free man. Nobody will restrain him. Okay, so the third one is right to human dignity. You know, human beings are special species of their own kind, and we're supposed to feel very dignified in the way we are treated. You don't ask me to carry physics as a work with my hand and to be smelling. It's degrading of my humanity. So we say that have a right to feel dignified, like that honor and dignity. It's my right. I have to feel that way. I have to feel that special. Okay. So nobody should subject you to torture. For example, a kind of beating that is very inhumane is not allowed, it's prohibited. So you have that right to human dignity. All right. The next one I want to tell you today is be free from slavery and forced labor. So you have the right to be free from all kinds of things that enslave you. Okay, nobody has the power to enslave you or to sell you for a price, like it used to happen in the olden days where there was slave trade. you have a right to be free from slave trade. So don't put yourself into it, or don't allow any other person to put you into such practice. And also forced labor, you cannot be forced to do certain works. It is prohibited by law, but there are also exceptions. Okay, if for example you are a convict, you are convicted of a crime and sentenced to prison, and you are in prison every morning, they force you to go and weed the streets of Accra, the roadsides of Accra, or the forest somewhere, and all of that. It's part of your punishment. So you cannot say that you are being forced to do a particular labor when it is a punishment under the law. So it becomes an exception to the rule that says that you have a right to be free from slavery and forced labor, especially the forced labor part. Okay, the next one I need you to note is you have the right to be equal before the law. All persons are equal before the law. You've heard this many times. I believe you understand what it means. It simply means that if I'm Kofi Mensah, I'm a lawyer or worker in a particular organization, and people who are in that organization are having a particular benefit, I should not be deprived because I am not fair. I should not be deprived of the benefit because I came from US and my accent is not a Ghanaian accent. No, that would be discrimination. So you have a right to not be discriminated against. You will have to be treated equally by everybody that is around you. Now, it is often explained that the right to be equal under the law has categories. For example, you cannot expect to be treated like a judge where they are treating judges in a particular way. You are not a judge, you want to be treated like them. That doesn't make sense. If they are treating women in a particular way, you want to be treated like a woman because you have a right to be equal under the law. So that is just some sort of classification. It is all women are equal under the law, all boys are equal, all men are equal, all category of persons are equal under the law. So they cannot treat one man different from another man. That is what it means. That's the slight decision you need to know. Hope you understand that. Next one, which is the last one for today, will not be deprived of a property of your own. If you have your own property, you're supposed to own it. It is yours. So you keep it, you use it, you own it. Nobody has a right to deprive you of it, except they have basis in law to do so. That's what we end for today. Thank you for being part of Make It Legal. Please endeavor to like the video, share it, and then let's hear your comments. And please subscribe to the channel. My name is Gordon Selassie Dapo, and this is Make It Legal.
Make it legal.